Have you ever laid your head down at night, feeling burdened, as though a weight rests inside your chest, even as you try to rest? Have you brought the day's troubles with you into sleep, only to rise with that same unmoving pressure, like a stubborn stone planted upon your chest, unchanged by the night? Between the final thought of wakefulness and the instant you pass under sleep's velvet curtain, there lies a hidden holy interval. It is a secret threshold, a nocturnal doorway, a subtle bridge from the conscious into the subconscious, where any quiet whisper carries authority, a directive, an incantation, a planted seed. In that dusky interval, the shape of destiny is softly spoken into the womb of the coming day. Florence Shinn declared, "The subconscious is simply power without direction." And isn't sleep precisely the time when we pass the reins to that power? Isn't slumber a turning inward, a place where raw force waits for orders, the space grows still? Lamps dim. Beyond your window, stars take their positions one by one as the world settles into silence. You recline not merely to restore the body, but to unlock a consecrated room within the soul, a sanctuary where the universe's creative power waits, as a devoted attendant, hands folded, head inclined, murmuring, "Command me." Yet we forget. We lose sight of the truth that this moment is a passageway rather than a stop. It is not a day's conclusion, but the beginning of who we are becoming. We hurry. We scroll through noise. We worry. We retell narratives of scarcity, defeat, and uncertainty over and over to our most attentive audience, the subconscious. We mutter, "I'm exhausted." We confess, "I don't know how I'll get through tomorrow." We declare nothing ever works out, and we fail to recognize that such words are seeds dropped into the most fertile soil we will ever handle. Do you perceive it now? Can you sense it? The final breath before sleep is no farewell to the day. It is a consecrated appointment with the divine. It is the instant to murmur the outline of your future into invisible ground, a chance to steer unshaped power. Sleep, beloved, is more than recovery. It is a rising again. It is not mere unawareness. It is active co-creation. When we cross that threshold consciously and reverently, we enter the sanctuary of the infinite. We act as ministers of our own unfolding kindling, a flame in the darkness and voicing truth into stillness, trusting it will not return empty. Have you ever stood within a cathedral after nightfall, sensing your footsteps echo along the stone? That resonance mirrors the energy of this hour: stillness, sanctity, awe. So let us come back. Let us take possession of that last pre-sleep moment, not as a dump for the day's scraps, but as sacred time, a rite of passage, a nightly initiation into power. Gently shut your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Sense the mattress as a floating raft on the vast sea of your subconscious. You are secure in this moment. You are received and understood. You are upheld by the infinite. Each thought, each emotion, each hushed phrase before sleep serves as a key, an instruction, a signal transmitted to reality's control center. What words will you choose? Which truth will you sow? What vision will you present to the night, trusting that morning's light will come to meet it? The ancients regarded sleep as an hour for the soul's journeying, imagining that we left the body to traverse unseen realms and return bearing symbols, insight, and at times wonders. Florence Shinn grasped this, expressing it not with scientific terms, but with the vocabulary of sacred principle. She recognized what we are only now relearning, that the last minutes before sleep form a golden portal to possibility. And now you recognize it too. Do not let this interval slip by unmarked. Refuse to surrender your holy hour to anxiety or remorse. Let it become a throne room, a sanctuary. This evening, as you recline and the world hushes, hold fast to this truth. You are addressing power. You are murmuring into the currents of becoming. You are crossing the hidden threshold, and the life you long for is listening on the other side. Let this awareness be your lullaby. Let that be your prayer. Let that be your vow. As you close your eyes tonight, remember the gate you traverse and move through it with the dignity of one who understands. The subconscious is simply power without direction, and now you are the one providing that direction. Each night holds a tender, nearly invisible instant when the veil between your conscious mind and your innermost self thins. In that interval, your thoughts, feelings, and words crystallize into tomorrow's blueprint. Have you ever noticed this? That you can awaken burdened despite many hours of rest? That regardless of the span between pillow and sunrise, you often rise carrying the same knotted thoughts you brought into the night. You are not imagining this. There is a cause. Neuroscience affirms what mystics have long asserted. Your last pre-sleep thoughts are preferentially stored, guarded, and replayed. They are imprinted upon the subconscious like wax bearing a seal, becoming quiet, yet potent directives inscribed within your inner command center. In its wisdom, the brain employs sleep to consolidate memory, sorting the day's disorder, storing and strengthening it. Emotional salience gains priority. Repetition is reinforced. Thus, what you bring into slumber becomes the raw material used to shape tomorrow's emotional weather. Therefore, if you retire while ruminating on fear, failure, or frustration, your brain receives the message, this is important. This is to be repeated. This is our reality. And it constructs the following day to match. Picture your subconscious as a lush, ready garden. Each night, in the minutes before sleep, you sow seeds. Yet many do not plant with intent. They unknowingly let weeds tumble from their lips. I'll never catch up. I hate how I look. What if tomorrow is just as bad? Small phrases, offhand sighs. Yet everyone is a seed sown into soil that never forgets. Allow me to share a story. A woman named Lena appeared composed, gentle-eyed, warm-smiled, a steady figure at work. But at night, after the home grew quiet and her screen dimmed, she lay in bed reviewing each misstep of the day. She reran the clumsy elevator exchange, the unsent email, the call left unanswered. I'm always messing things up, she would whisper to the pillow. I'm not enough. She did not treat these words as prayer or enchantment, yet the subconscious listened all the same. Thus, night after night, Lena sowed seeds of self-doubt. Each morning, she rose heavier, more hesitant. The day mirrored the night as reliably as a mountain returns an echo. Then one evening, prompted by a friend, she chose another way. That night, rather than rehashing regrets, she murmured a single line before sleeping. I am learning. I am growing. I am enough. At first, the words felt unfamiliar, nearly untrue. Still, she spoke them night after night. Gradually, something within began to change. She did not awaken ecstatic, not immediately, yet she rose lighter with a quieter interior. The static of self-judgment diminished like a radio softening its volume. And within that quiet new growth found room. For whatever you whisper to the night, the day tends to repeat. The subconscious does not debate or cross-examine. It complies. It resembles a child, unguarded, receptive, and literal. If you declare, "I am always behind it," answers, "Very well, we'll keep it that way." If you state, "I dread tomorrow," it replies, "Understood, we will produce more of that." But if you affirm, "I am held," "I am healing," "I am whole," your subconscious starts organizing life around that language, even if belief is faint at the beginning, even if your rational mind scoffs. Speak them anyway. For at sleep's gateway, you are not addressing logic. You are speaking to creation itself, and creation hears. This is the reason Florence Shinn taught that your spoken word functions as a wand. Once the subconscious receives programming, it mobilizes immense forces, moving metaphorical mountains to carry out the directives it has been given. And those last thoughts, before drifting off, they are the wand's finishing sweep, the concluding brushstroke upon the canvas of your life. Therefore, this evening, I softly ask, what messages have you been breathing into the dark? Have the thoughts you offer each night been benedictions or quiet hexes? Have you affirmed the truth of who you are growing into, or rehearsed the falsehoods of who you once believed yourself to be? There is no blame here, only noticing. And simple noticing is the doorway through which awakening begins. This very night can unfold differently. Tonight, you may utter a new name for yourself. Tonight, you can sow seeds that carry peace. Tonight, you can set a fresh cadence for your subconscious, offer it a story worth repeating until that pattern becomes the prevailing melody of your days. You are not required to repair everything at once, nor must you already believe every word completely. Your task is simply to say it, to breathe the truth softly, repeatedly, like a mother's lullaby, soothing a child into slumber. The night is attentive. The mind takes it in. The soul begins its ascent. And tomorrow, indeed, tomorrow will return the echo of what you speak this evening. Therefore, let your words be loving. Let them be worthy. Let them be true. Has this been your recurring habit? Have you perhaps, without realizing it, been practicing fear rather than faith just before you rest? She was neither scientist nor clinician. She was a craftswoman of language, a spiritual guide who painted with words of truth and beauty. Still, Florence Scovel. Shinn grasped what contemporary psychology is only gradually naming the vast unseen potency of the subconscious and the sacred authority of spoken words to form and direct it. Her ideas ring across generations like a cathedral bell, resounding, authoritative, and difficult to overlook. The subconscious is simply power without direction. That single line has the potential to alter your life's course. Because if this is accurate, and it is that the subconscious is a reservoir of raw creative energy, then all outcomes hinge on who is guiding it. Everything rests on the commands you provide, most of all during those tender, holy moments before sleep, when the veil thins and the subconscious waits attentive for the night's assignment. Florence referred to your spoken word as your wand, not a weapon, not a mere wish, but a wand, a sacred instrument of creation. She said man's word is his wand filled with magic and power, and she maintained that this magic was no fantasy, it operated as law. She named it the law of subconscious direction. Its operation is this: your spoken words are seeds. The subconscious is fertile ground. Emotion waters those seeds, and repetition provides the sun's steady light. Speak a word a single time, and the soil begins to move. Speak it with feeling, and the soil drinks the offering in. Speak it nightly, and in due time, something living breaks the surface and blossoms. Yet be mindful the law is impartial. It carries out both blessing and burden with equal fidelity. Florence told of a woman who arrived in despair. Her finances lay in shambles. Her spirit was depleted. She had attempted every common remedy, stricter budgets, extra hours, even borrowing, yet nothing truly changed. At that point, Florence posed a single simple question. "What have you been saying to yourself before sleep?" The woman hesitated and replied, "I'm not sure." Likely something like, "I'm broke. I hope tomorrow's better." Florence nodded with understanding. You have been issuing a command to your subconscious, and it has complied with loyalty. Then she offered the woman a replacement statement. "My supply is endless, unfailing, and immediate." Florence directed her to repeat it nightly with certainty, not as wishful thinking, but as a decree. Not as begging, but as reality despite any emptiness she felt, or external evidence that seemed to contradict it. "My supply is endless, unfailing, and immediate." She voiced it night after night, not with strained effort, but with calm authority, like a sower placing seeds into the dark, trusting the sun's return. In time, a turning arrived. A surprise refund appeared, a forgotten check surfaced. A new client materialized as if from nowhere. Gradually stuck doors unlatched, not due to harder striving, but because her inward directive aligned with divine order. She finally provided direction to power. And the subconscious, steadfast as ever, rearranged circumstances, moving heaven and earth to comply. Understand, Florence taught that the subconscious is neither adversary nor judge. It serves. It does not weigh or argue. It receives, it executes, and it embodies what it is given. Hence, your pre-sleep words carry exceptional force. They are the final directive handed to your inner builder. It is the concluding draft you place before the architect, just as the build commences. And once you drift into sleep, construction proceeds, regardless of whether you approve of the plan you submitted. Therefore, I ask you now, which blueprints have you been delivering night after night? Have your nightly lines been, "I'm tired of everything. I'm not doing enough. I'll probably mess up again tomorrow"? Or have you instead declared, "Everything I need is already on its way. I am calm. I am capable. I am supported"? Florence Scovel. Shinn's message was not mere positive thinking. It was spiritual authority. She insisted your words are not ornamental, they are decrees. She taught that sleep does not terminate consciousness, it transfers the torch. Above all, she asserted, we are never powerless since the subconscious is ceaselessly attentive. Even at this moment, it listens. Even now, as your eyes move across these lines, your inner world is adjusting to a new signal. You can sense the shift, can't you? A gentle alignment, a hush of remembering. The recognition that you are not night's victim, you are its captain. The recognition that your subconscious is not disorder, it is sacred order, waiting for guidance. And the recognition that tonight, in the hush of your breathing, you will select your words with reverence. You will not murmur defeat. You will not float along in complaint. You will declare, you will command. You will lift and wield your wand. Let us practice now together. Tonight I will speak. I am divinely guided. I am open to the highest good. My path is unfolding with ease. I release the day with peace. I enter the night with power. Let these sentences be the last the night receives from your lips. Allow them to cross sleep's bridge like royal couriers proclaiming what is to come. For once the word is spoken, the universe begins to rearrange itself. And your subconscious, dear one, will not fail you. It never does. It merely follows the law. There is a quiet sound the soul releases when at last it lets go and breathes out fully. It is neither booming nor dramatic. It is soft, like the hush of a candle catching flame in darkness, like the faint brush of a bird's wing just ahead of sunrise. That sound, yes, that subtle tone, is gratitude. And that very tone is the key that turns the lock. Gratitude is more than an emotion and more than a virtue or ethical stance. Within the sacred design of the subconscious, gratitude functions as a frequency, a living vibration that brings you into alignment with divine order, tuning your inner landscape as a master violinist tightens strings until the whole instrument hums in harmony. Florence Scovel. Shinn grasped this truth. She wrote, "Gratitude is the law of increase, and complaint is the law of decrease." The subconscious is perpetually attentive, hearing not only the words you speak, but also the current of energy flowing beneath them. Gratitude transmits the message, all is well. I have received. I trust that more is already on its way. It is the resonance of abundance, of trust, of alignment with the divine. And when gratitude is the final note you sound before sleep, the music of your life begins to modulate into a new, more generous key. Allow me to share a story with you. There was a man called Elijah. Some years back, his business collapsed. What had seemed secure turned unstable overnight and then vanished. He spun into turmoil, doubting raging, but beneath it all, fear ruled him most. Night after night, he lay awake and murmured, "I don't know what I'm going to do." Consequently, each morning he rose into panic and scarcity, into a repeating loop of the same constricting state. Then one evening, his mother, tender, steady, unshaken, phoned and said, "Before you go to sleep tonight, give thanks for just one thing." Elijah felt the urge to protest. He believed he had nothing worthy of thanks. Nothing was functioning as it should. She replied, "It doesn't matter. Choose one thing. Speak it as a gift. Speak it sincerely from your heart." So that night he stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Thank you for this pillow. At least I have something soft beneath my head." The seed was tiny, yet the soil of his subconscious took it in and held it. The following night he added, "Thank you for the roof above me. I still have shelter." And with each night, his list lengthened, one simple thanks at a time. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the friend who sent a message today. Thank you for the quiet cup of coffee I sipped in stillness. Gradually, something within him softened, like snow easing into springtime melt. He did not realize it at first, but his subconscious was retuning. His inner frequency lifted. The fear that had put down deep roots began to loosen, dissolving under the steady, gentle light of gratitude. After that, small doors began to open. An old client reached out. A new opportunity appeared, modest at first, then larger. His chest felt lighter. His mornings widened with room to breathe. By then, he was sowing into different soil. Gratitude quietly had turned the key in the lock. Understand, gratitude is not denial and not a pretense of perfection. It is the firm refusal to let fear compose the last sentence of your day. It is the soul's discipline that declares, even in darkness, I still see stars. Even amid pain, I can still find breath. Even within uncertainty, I can locate something holy. Florence wrote, when man blesses or gives thanks, he pours out love, and love is the dissolving and harmonizing force. Concluding the day with gratitude is like draping the subconscious in a gentle robe woven of love. It is to affirm, I notice what is working. I welcome the good. The subconscious, hearing such testimony, begins to multiply it. Because what we choose to notice has a way of growing. What we celebrate makes its way back to us. What we continually thank expands in presence and effect. Picture your subconscious as a child observing you from the sidelines. If it witnesses you sigh in defeat each night, it concludes, "This matters, we should create more of it." But if it watches you smile gently and whisper, "Thank you even for a small grace," it responds, "This is love. This rings true. I will bring them more of this." Gratitude is anything but passive. It is potent, active power. It is the swinging wide of a gate long sealed by fear and the comforts of the familiar. Each time you say, "Thank you" before sleep, you oil those hinges, widen the space, and clear a path forward. So let us practice it together now. Even if this day weighed heavily upon you, even if events did not match your hopes, even if you wept, stumbled, or lost ground, there remains at least one thing, one small flame you can cradle in your palms and breathe "thank you." Perhaps it is the breath still traveling through your lungs. Perhaps it is the warm tea you sipped tonight. Perhaps it is the simple fact that you have traveled this far, that something within you keeps seeking, keeps lifting, keeps reaching toward light. Allow that to be sufficient for now. Let that be your offering at day's end. For this is not a matter of how many words you can speak. It is about the frequency you inhabit, about giving your subconscious the resonance of wholeness, regardless of how fractured circumstances appear. Tonight, allow your final words to be a benediction. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this night. Thank you for what is coming, even though I cannot see it yet. Let these words be the ones that open the door. Let them soften the landscape inside you. Let them place seeds that will one day bloom as miracles. Because when you fall asleep within gratitude, you awaken carried by grace. And the universe without fail will attune itself to the tone you set. There is a hush in the darkness after the day has slipped away, while the soul still listens when you may sense yourself suspended between two realms. One world holds who you have been, and the other contains who you have not yet become. This in-between can feel delicate and exposed. Here, old narratives rise like ghosts to murmur that you're unprepared, unchanged, that transformation is far across the water while you remain stuck at the pier. But what if this liminal space is not a flaw or failing? What if it is, in truth, your womb? What if this sacred cocoon is where your next self is already spinning into form? Florence Scovel. Shinn recognized the potency embedded in the phrase, "I am." She said, "You must be careful what you say about yourself, for you are covering ground. Any identity you declare becomes a seed that your subconscious faithfully waters. Yet during seasons of transition, saying 'I am' can seem untrue or premature. 'I am confident' may sound empty when your hands still shake. 'I am abundant' may ache when your bank balance tells a different story. So we pull back. We fall silent. We postpone speaking until belief arrives first. But transformation does not unfold that way. You don't defer reverence for the cocoon until the butterfly appears. You say instead, 'I am becoming.' And that statement holds sufficient truth, for 'I am becoming' is not falsehood or pretense. It is a sacred bridge, a gracious breath that respects the process, even as it directs the way forward. It communicates to the subconscious. We are still within the chrysalis. Flight has not begun. Yet wings are forming, and I choose to trust their unfolding. Allow me to tell you about Marcus. Marcus had long wrestled with confidence. In meetings, he second-guessed his input. In relationships, he swallowed his needs. Each night before sleep, he sighed, "Why can't I just get it together?" And thus, day after day, his subconscious absorbed that directive. I'm not together. I am insufficient. Then one evening, while reading about self-worth, he encountered a phrase, "Speak not who you were, but who you are becoming." Something within him was stirred awake. So that night, rather than rewinding his failures, he sat at the mattress edge, hand over his heart, and whispered, "I am becoming someone who trusts himself. I am becoming a man who stands in his truth. I am becoming the one I used to doubt." The words felt odd and unsteady, like pedaling with training wheels, but he spoke them anyway. He repeated them nightly, not as performance, but as preparation. Gradually, his posture straightened, his voice found steadiness, and his choices clarified. He did not become confident in a single night. He became someone in the active state of becoming, and that sufficed. Florence wrote, "Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly." When you affirm, "I am becoming you," plant seeds with the confidence that rain will arrive. You behave as though roots are spreading, even when the soil appears unchanged. The subconscious pays attention. It replies, "This is the new trajectory. Let us align accordingly." The phrase, "I am becoming," supplies direction to the subconscious without the harshness of denying present reality. It communicates, "I recognize where I stand, and I also recognize where I'm headed." Therefore, each night before sleep offers a fresh chance to reintroduce yourself to yourself, not according to yesterday's storyline, not on outdated data, but according to divine truth. Who is it that you are becoming? Speak it now. Let it be a quiet prophecy, a star-written promise. I am becoming a woman who receives love with ease. I am becoming a leader who trusts his vision. I am becoming a soul who walks in peace. These are not fantasies, but frequencies. Spoken with sincerity, they crystallize into blueprints. Because identity is not rigid, it is fluid, alive, and breathing. And each night, just before sleep, you possess the power to contour it, to declare it aloud, to begin to embody it, even if only a little more than yesterday. Release the pressure to already have arrived, and release the shame of not yet being there. The bridge itself is beautiful too. The process of becoming is holy as well. Say the words, "I am becoming." Speak it once more. Keep saying it until your subconscious nods in quiet assent, until your soul breathes, "Yes, we are." What are you in the midst of becoming? Declare it now with "I am becoming." The night settles into quiet once more. The world's lights have dimmed and the noise has fallen away, leaving you again at the doorway of another becoming. One last key remains to be turned before you step across sleep's bridge, and it is simply this: give your subconscious a specific mission. Florence Scovel. Shinn taught that the subconscious is ceaselessly active, truly always at work. It neither slumbers nor rests, and it does not challenge your authority. It asks only a single question: what shall I accomplish tonight? Beloved, most people never respond. They allow the subconscious to drift without tether or direction, so it wanders familiar ruts, rehearses old fears, and replays worn patterns. And it will do so faithfully and without fail. But you, yes, you are no longer who you were. You have changed in essential ways. You have become the careful gardener of your inner landscape. And nighttime is not meant for numbing out. It is the appointed hour for sowing intentional seeds. It is the moment to give your subconscious a specific benevolent assignment offered with clarity and care. To murmur, "Hear my faithful servant." This is what we grow tonight, and let that directive settle like good seed. Allow me to share a metaphor that frames this simply. Picture your subconscious as a crew that clocks in after dark to work the overnight shift. Each evening, the instant your conscious mind signs off, they appear overalls on lamps aglow, huddling over the blueprint of your life and asking, "All right, what's tonight's assignment?" Yet if you offer no guidance, they simply retrieve yesterday's folder and run the same program by default. They resurface familiar worries, fortify the same outdated fears, and keep repairing an old structure no matter how cracked just because it's on file. Unless, of course, you hand them a fresh plan, something genuinely new to build. A new order of operations, one concise line, a sacred schematic for the reality that will meet you tomorrow. I will wake tomorrow calm and clear. Bring me clarity on my next step. Let me rest in perfect peace and rise with radiant joy. Simple, sacred, specific. Your subconscious isn't persuaded by long essays. It responds best to crisp precision and clearly stated intent. Florence wrote, "Man must prepare for the thing he has asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight." This, in essence, is the heart of pre-sleep intention. It is genuine preparation, a poised readiness for what you have named. It is trust expressed as action faith translated into a concrete step. It is the work of planting seeds rather than fixating on bare soil. Let me introduce you to a story about Naomi. For years, Naomi battled chronic indecision, perennial doubt, constant second-guessing, leaving her life suspended, half-painted, and half-lived. She devoured books, drafted lists, asked heaven for signs, and yet nothing actually shifted. Then she discovered the concept of issuing clear instructions to the subconscious. That evening, just before sleep, she penned a single sentence on a small paper. "Show me what to do. Let it be clear and peaceful." She set the note by her bedside as a visible anchor, and when she closed her eyes, she spoke the line softly out loud. "Subconscious mind, show me what to do. Let it be clear. Let it feel like peace." After that, she surrendered to sleep. The next morning brought no fireworks, no sudden bolt of revelation jolting her upright in bed. Instead, she sensed a gentle inner nudge. She contacted an old colleague. That outreach led to coffee, which led to a meaningful conversation, which unfolded into an opportunity so aligned it felt as if grace itself had breathed it into existence. That sequence is not mere coincidence. This is how the law inner cause and effect operates. Her subconscious had been given a mission with clear parameters, and faithfully, it carried out the assignment. Dear one, nighttime is exquisitely fertile. The final hour before sleep is abundant ground. Your words, simple, quiet, intentional, function like golden keys that unlock doors ahead. You are not required to control results or fixate on the mechanics of how. Your role is to issue the assignment with clarity and trust. Place the seed in the soil of mind, then allow the unseen realm to commence its sacred, orderly work. Speak to your subconscious with direct, loving authority. While I sleep, organize my blessings. While I sleep, bring peace to every cell of my body. While I sleep, align my path with divine timing. Speak these lines gently with warmth and sincere feeling, and then release the matter completely. Consider this your offering, the final word you give prior to surrendering to sleep. Florence said, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs." Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astounding accuracy. Therefore, release only what you would gladly welcome back to yourself. Dispatch your subconscious to cultivate the very garden you desire to awaken within tomorrow. And keep in mind, this practice isn't about rigid control. It is about clear, sacred command, a reverent directive grounded in trust and calm authority. Tonight, let your closing words form an instruction clothed in beauty and grace. Invite your subconscious to serve as cherished worker, careful builder, faithful gardener, and swift messenger. Articulate your directive with measured grace. Tomorrow I rise in joy. Tonight I receive healing in my sleep. Subconscious, bring me into divine alignment, and then allow yourself to sleep. Rest like someone who knows the harvest is already being planted, even in this very moment. The day draws to a close. The world beyond your walls softens. You settle into bed lights low or fully dark, with only the steady rhythm of your breath as music. This is the doorway, the consecrated threshold between wakefulness and sleep. The moment your conscious mind recedes and the subconscious opens its inner ear. Within this stillness, this gentle unfurling of night, your spoken word turns into a wand that directs creation. Florence Shinn taught. The subconscious has no sense of humor, and people often joke themselves into unhappy experiences. Yet, just as the subconscious can be misled into error, it can likewise be guided toward miracles, and your voice is the instrument that conducts this guidance. So let us commence a sacred practice, a simple 3-step spoken ritual for the moments before sleep. Not something to jot down or merely think, but to speak out loud with feeling, with reverence, and with the quiet authority of the divine alive in you. The ritual is brief and uncomplicated, yet spiritually exact and finely tuned. The practice unfolds in 3 deliberate steps. Gratitude voice, thanks for what occurred, however modest. This retunes your inner frequency and aligns you with what is good, tangible, and growing. Identity, affirm who you are in the process of becoming. These statements brief your subconscious on the character it is now embodying and the soul pattern you are stepping into. Instruction: issue your subconscious a clear, simple command. What is its task through the night? What should it reveal, manifest, dissolve, or deliver? Let us move through each step together right now with intention and care. Step 1. Gratitude. The first movement of the ritual and the opening note of alignment. Begin by audibly naming 3 specific things from today for which you feel genuine gratitude. They need not be grand or impressive. Choose the ones that feel truest and most immediate. For instance, you might choose to say, "Thank you for the warm tea I had this morning. It reminded me I am cared for. Thank you for the smile the cashier gave me. It softened my heart. Thank you for my breath tonight. I feel the sacred gift of being alive." On difficult days, and especially on the most difficult ones, gratitude functions as the primary bridge that brings you back into contact with grace. As soon as these words leave your mouth, your inner frequency begins to shift. Gratitude unbolts the inner gate, and the subconscious leans in, attentive to the next instruction. Step 2. Identity, the deliberate naming of who you are in the midst of becoming. Now, give voice to your becoming, state it clearly, so it can take shape. You are not confined to yesterday's narrative, nor are you rerunning the day. Instead, you are authoring your identity with intention. You might, for example, declare, "I am becoming a woman of peace, strength, and knowing. I am becoming a man who walks in divine confidence and clear purpose. I am becoming more loving, more receptive, more trusting of life each day." This is not a wish list. It is a declaration of an unfolding already underway. You affirm in the present progressive tense with reverent expectation the transformation presently taking root. Your steadfast subconscious accepts these statements as operational directives, weaving them into dreams, recollections, and micro-decisions. It begins embodying them as the template for the day to come. Step 3. Instruction. The concise command that programs the night's work. This final movement is a direct, unambiguous order addressed to the subconscious. State it plainly and simply and voice it as a truth already in motion. For example, you might offer one of the following. Tomorrow I move through my day with ease and joy. Tomorrow I notice every sign that I am on the right path. Tomorrow I trust myself and speak with calm clarity. Tomorrow I feel abundance flowing to and through me. Avoid wording that introduces doubt or conditions. The subconscious is built to follow, not debate. Like a ship's crew awaiting orders, it acts upon the captain's clear command. You hold the captaincy. Offer your nightly command with calm certainty. Then recline and allow sleep to arrive, carrying this assurance. Gratitude brought your spirit into alignment. Identity articulated your truth. Instruction set tomorrow's path in motion. The mechanism of outcome is no longer your burden. You have spoken creation into motion, and as ever, the universe attends and responds. In the following segments, we will delve deeper into each step, helping you not just articulate these words, but inhabit them with strength and presence. We begin with gratitude, the foundational step upon which the others are built. The room grows still. The day concludes. You come back to your inner center point. You recline, letting your head settle into the pillow. You close your eyes not to erase the day, but to feel it completely and then release it with intention. Here, the ritual truly commences with gratitude that is unforced and sincere, voiced aloud from the heart's honest place. For some people, gratitude feels immediate because the blessings stand out, a promotion, and embrace a meaningful breakthrough. For others, perhaps for you tonight, the day felt weighty. Grief may have wrapped itself around you like a thick coat. Perhaps loneliness arrived, or frustration, or fear. In such moments, the question arises, what do I have to be thankful for? The answer is invariably some small yet sacred point of grace. Consider Eva's story as an illustration. In early autumn, Eva's partner died in a sudden car accident. One minute she was planning dinner, the next she was arranging a funeral. The home's silence became oppressive, the vacant half of the bed, the untouched toothbrush, and the jokes that would never again be spoken. Weeks turned to months. Friends reached out, yet she pulled away. Grief pressed so deeply that even her bones seemed to ache. One evening, her therapist offered a simple assignment. Each night, the therapist said, I want you to say out loud 3 things you're grateful for. Even if you don't feel it, speak it anyway. Eva resisted at first, wondering what on earth she could authentically appreciate. Yet by the 4th night lying in bed, she finally whispered, Thank you for the rain today. It matched how I felt. Thank you for the tea I drank. It warmed my hands. Thank you for the old voicemail I found. I got to hear his voice again. The following night, she named 3 more, and the night after that, 3 again. On some evenings, the words were nearly drowned by tears, yet she spoke them regardless. Gradually, an inner shift began, subtle but real. The pain itself remained, but around it, a gentle softness appeared, a faint lightness. She began noticing small mercies, her cat curling close, the scent of morning toast, the stranger who kindly held a door. Gratitude did not cancel grief. It offered her something sturdy to hold as she continued walking through sorrow. This is gratitude's quiet alchemy. It does not require perfection. It asks only that you notice the good, and in the act of noticing the good begins to grow. Florence. Shinn taught gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. Therefore, when you voice gratitude at day's end, you are doing more than listing items. You are elevating the frequency of good and training your subconscious to perceive and magnetize more of what you prize. And once the subconscious is conditioned to perceive goodness, it draws additional goodness toward you. That is the law in motion. Now let's translate this into a practical step you can do immediately. Recline comfortably and take a slow, deep breath in. Call to mind 3 authentic moments from today, not necessarily large anything that felt gentle good or soothing even fleetingly. For example, you might choose, "Thank you for the quiet moment I had with my coffee. It helped me center. Thank you for the funny video that made me smile when I needed it. Thank you for the courage I had to keep going even when it was hard." If nothing comes to mind, scan your body for living graces. Thank you, heart, for beating all day without me asking. Thank you, lungs, for filling and releasing without fail. Thank you, feet, for carrying me where I needed to go. If the body offers no entry point, look gently toward your past. Thank you for the strength I once had. I know it's still in me. Thank you for the memory of my grandmother's hug. I carry it still. And if nothing else arises, say simply, "Thank you, life. I don't understand everything, but I am willing to trust." This practice, speaking gratitude aloud, is akin to turning a golden key in a long closed lock. It swings open the inner gates of the subconscious mind. It conditions the soil so it can actually receive new seed. It brings your heart's rhythm into alignment with the divine pulse. Night after night, the practice of naming 3 gratitudes establishes a renewing rhythm, a pulse of recognition that strengthens spiritual muscle. Over time, your subconscious anticipates the ritual, prepares for it, and starts presenting you with more reasons to give thanks. You are neither too wounded to practice gratitude nor too late to start. The doorway remains open. Therefore, let tonight be your beginning. In this moment, whisper 3 things aloud. Keep your words gentle and let your heart lead. No performance or perfection, required only sincerity. Spoken gratitude blesses not just you, but also the energetic field that surrounds your life. The universe hears and answers back in the same generous tone. Start tonight. Comment with your gratitude to plant the seed. Now we proceed to step 2, identity, where you declare who you are in the act of becoming. Now we transition into step 2, identity, the phase where you deliberately name who you are in the midst of becoming. Let us give voice to your becoming and allow it to take clearer shape. By speaking gratitude, you have opened your heart. The energetic climate has changed. The soil within you is warmed and prepared for new seed. Now you place the seed of identity into that prepared ground. This step is not a wish list. It concerns who you are actively growing into. It is the audible declaration of your inner truth given shape and life through your spoken word. Florence. Shinn once said, "Man's word is his wand filled with magic and power." Each time you say, "I am becoming," you wield that wand in the unseen and bring yourself into alignment with the divine pattern meant for you. And so we begin this part of the ritual with intention and care. I am becoming. These 3 words are consecrated a living bridge that spans present to future, spirit to embodiment. Not I wish I could be, not I hope I will, not maybe one day. Instead, say I am becoming. Let us start softly and build steady momentum. Picture someone named Priya to ground this in a real-life image. Priya had endured 5 years in a draining role. The cubicle felt like a cell. She returned home each day diminished. Though she dreamed of writing and creating, her confidence had worn thin. After a friend shared Florence Shinn's teachings, Priya designed a simple nightly practice. Each night before sleep, she lit a small candle, placed her hand over her heart, and said aloud, I am becoming a woman who honors her voice. I am becoming a creative force. My words matter. I am becoming bolder, brighter, and more free every day. Initially, those statements felt foreign, even false on her tongue. Still, she repeated them consistently night after night without abandoning the practice. Gradually, something within her started to shift in a noticeable way. Her confidence rose in meetings. She declined misaligned work. She began waking early to write first a page, then 2, and momentum gathered. Within months, doors opened an invitation to contribute to a small online journal, then a part-time role, eventually a full-time transition aligned with her creative path. What exactly changed the arc? The job did not transform. First her identity did, and the outer life followed. Her subconscious accepted those declarations and began organizing around them. Because repeated faith-filled speech becomes embodied reality over time, the subconscious is not bound by time. Upon hearing I am becoming, it adjusts emotions, influences choices, and draws matching opportunities to fulfill the declared truth. This is not fantasy or mere wishful thinking, it functions as law. Therefore, let us practice these statements together now. Gently close your eyes and rest your hand on your heart center. Speak the following softly out loud. I am becoming. I am becoming someone who trusts their own worth. I am becoming open to love. I am becoming a powerful receiver of abundance. I am becoming a calm, confident, joyful presence in every room I enter. Notice the subtle energetic shift that follows the words. Set aside concerns about logistics or timing. Those are not your present responsibility. Your role is to declare your becoming. Your faithful subconscious will begin shaping a path that aligns with it. Now let us layer and build these affirmations for greater resonance. Start with simplicity and then introduce cadence and poetic beauty. Start with the foundational phrase, I am becoming. Then allow the phrases to evolve into fuller expressions. I am becoming the version of me I once only dreamed of. I am becoming radiant, rooted, and ready for everything meant for me. I am becoming fearless in love, faithful in purpose, and fluid in grace. I am becoming the evidence of divine favor on earth. Speak each line slowly and allow it to settle. The subconscious responds most powerfully to calm certainty rather than hurried noise. Use this brief poetic sequence as a guide and anchor. I am becoming more myself each day. I am becoming the harmony I seek. I am becoming the answer to my own prayer. I am becoming the light that cannot be dimmed. I am becoming. Understand that every I am becoming operates like a permission slip handed to your subconscious. It communicates, this is safe. This is true. This is where we are going. Even after a doubt-filled day, saying I am becoming confident begins to reorient your inner storyline. Even with a thin bank balance saying, "I am becoming a channel for divine wealth," activates new possibility and receptivity. Even with a heavy heart declaring, "I am becoming peaceful," introduces softness and spaciousness around the weight. This is the gentle method by which we re-script the subconscious mind. We do it not by pretending away reality, but by voicing a deeper, greater truth that guides reality. You are not engaged in self-deception. You are engaged in self-leadership. Tonight before sleep, I invite you to say 3 "I am becoming" statements out loud. Let them be personal and present tense and ensure they feel resonant and good in your body. For instance, you might choose to say, "I am becoming someone who moves with trust, not tension." "I am becoming a magnet for beauty, love, and creativity." "I am becoming the kind of person I once prayed to meet." This is how we anchor the identity, by speaking it, then reinforcing it through consistent acknowledgement. One voice expands into many, and the collective declaration creates a powerful field of change. You are right now in the process of becoming, and your words form the very path you are walking. Now let us ready ourselves to deliver the subconscious its clear, final nightly instruction. The way forward is now open before you cleared and ready for your next instruction. You have already traversed the ritual's first 2 movements, voicing sincere gratitude and affirming who you are in the process of becoming. Now comes the last act before you yield to sleep, delivering a direct, unambiguous command to your subconscious. What follows is neither a plea nor a wish. It is a precise instruction, a steady, confident mission for your inner mind to execute as you rest. Picture your subconscious as the disciplined crew aboard a great ship. You, the conscious captain, lower the sails each night upon the sea of dreams, and your crew waits in attentive silence, eager for the order you will issue. Most captains give no instruction at all, and so the crew, loyal yet unguided, defaults to old routes, repeating yesterday's patterns without question. You, however, are no longer among the unintentional. You are practicing mastery. You now recognize a key truth: the subconscious responds most powerfully to spoken directives, especially in the final pre-sleep moments when the veil thins, the world falls quiet, and the inner ear opens fully. Therefore, tonight you will speak your order aloud. It need not be lengthy or loud, only crisp, simple, and unmistakable. You might choose a command such as, "Tomorrow I rise with joy and direction." "Tomorrow I notice every opportunity for growth and connection." "Tomorrow I feel grounded, centered, and completely supported." "Tomorrow I radiate confidence and receive beautiful results." There is no need to rationalize or justify. Your role is simply to assign a clear directive and let it stand. Your subconscious will navigate the how, finding the pathways and timing. Allow me to illustrate with a brief story. A man named Leon struggled with intense anxiety. Mornings were the worst. He would wake with a pounding heart and a wash of dread before he stood up. After learning this method, he closed each night by issuing one simple spoken command. Initially, he kept it minimal and whispered, "Tomorrow I wake up calm." It seemed overly simple to him, yet he persisted, repeating it every single night. After a few nights, he expanded the instruction. "Tomorrow I wake up calm, present, and at peace with who I am." Within 2 weeks, the panic eased. He reached for a glass of water instead of catastrophizing. He paused to breathe before reacting. By the 3rd week, he caught his reflection and smiled, not from vanity, but from recognizing real change. He had assigned a new job to his subconscious, and it had carried it out faithfully. This is precisely the power inherent in a focused nightly command. Now let's analyze the structure of an effective instruction. An effective directive to the subconscious reliably includes 3 core qualities. First, phrase it positively. Avoid, "I don't want to feel anxious." Say, "I feel calm and confident." Second, keep it simple. One clean idea without clutter or ambiguity. Third, frame it in present experience, even if prefaced with tomorrow. Speak as though it is already taking place. Useful templates you can plug your intent into include: tomorrow I feel, tomorrow I notice, tomorrow I respond with, tomorrow I am open to, tomorrow I allow, tomorrow I welcome. For clarity, here are a few examples formed with those stems. Tomorrow I feel energized and aligned with my goals. Tomorrow I notice every moment of peace and joy. Tomorrow I trust myself and speak with clarity. Tomorrow I make choices that honor my truth. Tomorrow I allow love in all its forms to find me. Voice your instruction gently, without strain, without over-effort, just steady and sure. In the same way, a captain calmly orders set course for calm waters. You simply state, "Tomorrow I," and then, having spoken, you let go and fall asleep. Your subconscious immediately begins its nocturnal work of arranging and aligning. You awaken to a day already tilted toward your purpose, primed by last night's instruction. Even when challenges arise, your inner compass will stay oriented towards the command you gave. Let us put this into practice right now. Gently close your eyes and draw a deep breath in through your nose, then release it slowly through your mouth. Notice the supportive softness of the bed beneath your body. Now give voice to your directive. Tomorrow, I. You finish the sentence in a way that fits you best. Speak the words with a gentle warmth and deliver them with steady, unshakable certainty. This is not an exercise in persuasion. It is an act of issuing a clear assignment to your inner mind. Voice it once, then again, and even a third time if that repetition feels aligned and supportive. You are tenderly delivering this directive into the keeping of the infinite intelligence that resides within your own being. And that intelligence perceives it plainly. It truly receives the instruction. You might picture a soft chime ringing at the moment you let go of the command, the way a ship's bell marks the hour and signals the next watch. Ding. The day's energies are now sealed and brought to a calm close. The instruction has been acknowledged and accepted by your inner mechanisms. Your portion of the work is complete. You have fulfilled your responsibility. Now give yourself permission to rest wholly and without strain. Allow the divine presence within to proceed with the remaining work on your behalf. If you feel moved to do so, share your nightly directive publicly as a way of anchoring it. Tonight, give a mission. Comment, "Tomorrow, I," to declare your direction. Night itself serves as your co-creator, and your subconscious acts as a consecrated collaborator in the process. And you make no mistake, are the captain directing this voyage. You have already whispered words of gratitude to tune your inner field. You have proclaimed who you are in the active process of becoming. You have voiced your specific instruction into the receptive stillness of the night. Yet perhaps one soft question still lingers in your heart. Why must I speak it aloud? Why is thinking it silently not sufficient? Why not simply write it down in a journal? Why is the literal voice, the articulated word, so essential to this practice? The explanation is at once ancient and urgent, rooted in spirituality, yet supported by contemporary science. We start at the root source, spirit. Florence Shinn taught words and thoughts are a tremendous vibratory force ever molding man's body and affairs. She recognized that while thought holds frequency, the spoken word adds structure and form to that frequency. Words are more than audible noise. They are vibrational signatures in tension, sculpted into the very air around you. When you speak aloud, you move beyond thinking. You actively shape reality, imprint patterns upon it, and generate resonance through your field. In ancient cultures, this principle was preserved and revered as sacred knowledge. In the Hebrew tradition, the universe itself is articulated into existence, and God said, "Let there be light." In Sanskrit, discipline's mantras function as precision instruments, vibrational tools echoing the order of the divine. In Egyptian magical lore, the human tongue was honored as the organ of creation, the means by which reality is shaped. Across many mystical lineages, the mouth is treated as a gate of power, for the spoken word is believed to shape the visible world we experience. Now let us step across into the domain of science for complementary understanding. When you speak out loud, multiple coordinated processes activate at the same time. Voice activation. Vocalizing recruits neural pathways distinct from silent thought. Engaging motor planning, breath control, rhythmic timing, and effective emotion-related centers concurrently. Auditory feedback. Hearing your own voice establishes a closed-loop system. You are both speaker and listener. Your brain processes your voice as incoming sensory data, which the subconscious more readily treats as concrete present reality. Embodiment, vocalization anchors cognition. In somatic experience, the vibration travels through your throat and chest and across your nervous system, translating abstraction into lived, bodily sensation. Therefore, when you recline at night and say, "I am becoming a powerful receiver of abundance," you simultaneously activate your voice, reinforce belief via auditory reception, and transmit that intention as vibration through your very cells. The subconscious not only registers the words, it perceives their felt resonance in the body. And the subconscious tends to follow the somatic signal it perceives and encodes. Allow me to illustrate with a brief story. Malik, a young man, had practiced affirmations for years, journaling pages upon pages, filling notebooks, posting sticky notes on mirrors, yet his lived experience barely shifted. At a meditation retreat, he received a new instruction: speak the affirmation aloud, repeatedly, and with rhythm, rather than merely writing it. Initially, he felt awkward. His voice came out tentative and low. Even so, he persisted. "I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of peace." Then something within him opened, as if a subtle inner shell had split. His voice gathered strength. His posture lifted. For the first time, he moved beyond thinking the words. He believed them, heard them as truth, and felt them settle deeply. After returning home, he shifted from silent journaling to nightly spoken affirmations before sleep. Within 3 months, the panic attacks that had haunted him for years ceased entirely. Why did this change occur? Because while thought can knock upon the threshold, it is the voice that actually opens the door and invites the change inside. You see, the mind can be crowded with random noise, while the spoken word is chosen, intentional, deliberate, and in this context, sacred. The subconscious registers almost all inputs, yet it chiefly follows those that are lucid, consistently repeated, emotionally energized, and delivered with conviction. Florence Shinn observed, "Every word man says is a boomerang." Thus, when you voice an affirmation, it leaves your lips, travels through your energetic field, and eventually circles back as lived experience. This is why silence or thought alone often proves insufficient for transformation. The word needs to be expressed aloud, voiced into the world. Therefore, tonight, I invite you to directly sense this shift in your own body and mind. In this moment, rest one hand gently upon your heart center. Speak the following lines out loud. I am safe. I am enough. I am loved. I am guided. I am becoming the truth of who I really am. Can you perceive the qualitative difference that spoken words make in your state? Do you feel your chest subtly resonate with the words? Notice how your ears take them in like a gift, and how your inner world begins to consent and believe. This practice is one of your most reliable tools. This is a form of power you can exercise daily without permission from anyone else. It is free of cost, requires no ideal timing or ornate setting. Only your voice, your willingness to speak, and your present attention. Once you consistently claim and use this tool, your outer world gradually starts reflecting the language you project. This is more than inspirational talk. It aligns with a dependable, law-like pattern of mind and behavior. Speak and watch it come into being aligned with the truth you declare. Tonight, resist the urge to keep your affirmation only in your mind. Do not rely solely on writing it down on paper or a screen. Give it breath. Speak it aloud with your own voice. Utter it into the stillness that surrounds you. Send it into the welcoming dark where it will take root. Offer it to a universe that is always listening and responsive. And afterward, share with us what you voiced. You have followed the path faithfully to this point. You have spoken gratitude gently, sincerely, and without pretense. You have declared your becoming clearly and with a reverent spirit. You have given your instruction straightforward, intentional, and unambiguous. Now you are prepared to craft a personal script for each night. This exceeds the scope of a simple bedtime habit. It is your soul's lullaby, a prayer, a vow, and a blueprint softly delivered to your subconscious at sleep's threshold. Florence Shinn wrote, "Man must prepare for the thing he has asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight." Your script is precisely that preparation, serving as seed soil and sunlight for what you seek. It is a ritual statement to spirit. I am prepared, I am aligned, and I am listening attentively. Let's collaborate now to assemble your script step by step. You will speak this script nightly before sleep, 3 to 5 minutes long enough to place your spirit into harmonious alignment. It follows the 3-part cadence you already know: gratitude, identity, instruction. But this time, we tailor it uniquely to you, your life, and your longing. Start with the first movement. Gratitude. Select 3 specific elements from your day for which to thank life. If your day overflowed with joy, this step will likely feel natural. If the day felt heavy, gently dig for small mercies. Gratitude does not require perfection, only honest presence. Suppose your heart aches tonight. Still, you could choose to say, "Thank you for the kindness of my friend's voice on the phone. Thank you for the warm shower that held me like a blanket. Thank you for the sunset I almost missed, but didn't." Sense the vibration and the subtle shift. Let your words ascend like incense from the altar of your day. Next, transition into the identity step. Here you explicitly name the self that is unfolding within you. Ask yourself, what am I in the process of becoming? Recall. This is not mere hope. It is a current you have already entered, a living stream carrying you forward. This is the meeting point of soul-level poetry and the subconscious mind's precision. Use simple phrases or rich language. What matters is that you speak truthfully. A person inviting sacred love might say, I am becoming a woman who is deeply cherished. I am becoming magnetic to devotion. I am becoming the love I have always longed for. Someone seeking clarified purpose might declare, I am becoming clear in my path. I am becoming a channel for creative power. I am becoming the man who knows what he's here to do. A person focused on healing might affirm, I am becoming whole again. I am becoming light in my body. I am becoming free from fear and full of trust. These are more than affirmations. They are emerging identities being given voice. Speak them unhurriedly, letting each sentence be a step across the bridge toward the self you already contain. Now arrive at the final step: instruction. This is your clear nightly command to your subconscious. Decide what specific task you want your subconscious to carry out tomorrow. What should it notice, draw, and resolve, or bring about on your behalf? Assign a task that is simple, sacred, and focused. For someone calling in love, the instruction could be, tomorrow, I see every sign that I am being prepared for sacred partnership. For the purpose seeker, the directive might be, tomorrow, I feel the joy of clarity and the fire of aligned action. For the one devoted to healing, consider tomorrow. I breathe with ease and feel vitality in every cell. Let your own voice guide you. Keep the instruction concise, confident, and precise. Now, let's unite all 3 steps into a single flowing script. Consider this example script for a person inviting abundance. Thank you for the money I received today, even the smallest part of it. Thank you for the unexpected generosity I saw in others. Thank you for my ability to dream big, even when I don't yet know how. I am becoming someone who receives with grace and ease. I am becoming a magnet for divine supply. I am becoming rich in ideas, in faith, and in flow. Tomorrow, I see evidence of money flowing to me from unexpected sources. Tomorrow, I feel worthy of all I desire. And here is a second example for someone calling in love. Thank you for the smile from a stranger today. Thank you for the laughter I shared with my friend. Thank you for the love that still lives in my heart, waiting to be shared. I am becoming a woman who is fully seen, fully held, fully adored. I am becoming irresistible to aligned love. I am becoming the one I've been waiting for. Tomorrow, I feel loved in everything I do. Tomorrow, I meet love in every mirror. Now compose a version that is fully your own. Avoid overthinking, keep it simple and heartfelt. Put it on paper or in your notes app. You can even record your voice and play it softly as you fall asleep. But above all, make sure you speak it aloud at least once each night. Allow your voice to function as a bridge spanning heaven and earth. Practice this script every night for 1 full week. Afterward, revisit and refine it. As you grow, your language will naturally evolve. Certain lines will remain permanent fixtures. Others will evaporate like dew at sunrise. That is the intended organic rhythm of this practice. Your script is a living document, shifting and breathing as you do. Each time you speak it, your subconscious receives and believes it, and then begins shaping the outer world to reflect it. Remember, your word is more than a command. It is also an invitation to grace. It announces to spirit, I am prepared to see, feel, and receive what I have named. And spirit unfailingly responds to such readiness. Now pause and take a nourishing breath. Speak these lines aloud with presence. I am becoming the author of my reality. My voice writes my world. My words are sacred. My night is holy. And tomorrow I rise transformed. Tonight, both write and speak your script with care. Let this be the night that initiates a lasting inner shift. Your subconscious stands ready and receptive. Your voice remains the essential key that opens the door. And the universe is already attuned and listening for your word. Night is more than a curtain over the world. It is a veil lifting over the soul. Across the next 7 sacred nights, you will do more than sleep. You will pass into transformation's inner chambers. Let me guide you gently, quietly, one breath at a time. We will walk through 7 nights, your first cycle, your first initiation, returning to the remembrance of power, peace, and steady presence. Night 1. It begins here. You might feel a spark of excitement or a trace of hesitation, which is completely natural. As you lie down and start your practice, something subtle awakens. You're telling your subconscious a new narrative, and it pays attention. On night 1, a deep stillness may settle. Old emotions may surface, echoes of fear, doubt, or longing. Do not be alarmed. You are not broken. You are clearing the dust from your soul's lens. One woman wrote, "On my first night, I cried without knowing why. It felt like my soul had been waiting to be spoken to." Indeed, this is you finally speaking to yourself. Night 2. The energies begin to answer. Your words start to feel like remembrance rather than mere affirmation. Dreams may grow vivid. Mornings may bring a lightness and clarity that were absent before. Don't attempt to control any of it. Let the divine carry the weight. One listener reported, I woke up with a phrase looping in my mind, I am safe, I am guided. It stayed with me all day. That is not chance. The word has been planted and has begun to root. Night 3. Resistance might appear. The conscious mind trained in struggle may murmur, this is silly, nothing's changing. Beloved, that is simply static before the breakthrough. Hold steady, speak the word. Florence counseled, never let the reasoning mind dominate. Tonight, rest in sacred defiance and bold surrender. Your subconscious is being reshaped in the pattern of divine truth. One listener said, I didn't think it was working until I caught myself blessing my day before it began. That was never me before. The new you is arriving quietly and powerfully. Night 4. Something turns and deepens. You might notice warmth in your chest or a soft tingling in your hands. The words feel familiar now. Your subconscious stops resisting and receives the script like a comforting lullaby. One listener said, it felt like the practice hugged me. I've never slept so peacefully. This is more than reprogramming. It is remembrance. You are returning home to yourself. Night 5. Synchronicities pop up, a timely message, a spark of inspiration, a pocket of unshakable peace amid chaos. This is the divine demonstrating that the unseen is revealing itself. Continue. You are dancing with the quantum field. One woman wrote, I had a dream where I met my future self. She smiled and said, thank you for finally hearing me. I woke up with tears of joy. Indeed, your future self hears and gives thanks. Night 6. Confidence swells. Effort recedes as flow increases. Questions diminish. Quiet knowing expands. The doubting voice falls silent and is replaced by calm certainty. You awaken, offering thanks before evidence appears, and that gratitude is itself the sign. One listener shared, I caught myself whispering, "It is done," during my lunch break. It was like my inner voice had changed without me trying. That is not random. That is transformation in motion. Night 7. Completion arrives. The first cycle closes. 7 often symbolizes spiritual completion. You are changed. Something has awakened within. Even if externals look similar, you can feel the internal shift. A new version of you has been forming each night. One listener reflected, on night 7, I felt radiant, like my body was still, but my spirit was wide awake. I knew something had changed. Yes, something profound has indeed changed. And still, this is only the beginning. These 7 nights serve as a doorway, an intentional portal between who you once were and who you are steadily becoming. So I ask you right here and now, are you ready to commit to your 7-night journey? Publicly anchor your choice by writing, I commit. Let your word be your wand and working tool. Know this, your journey has already started and you are walking it now. Transformation rarely arrives with fanfare. It often comes without blaring trumpets or spectacle. At times, the shift begins like dawn filtering through mist, gentle, golden, and quiet. Your analytical mind may overlook it, yet your soul recognizes it. Instantly, change is already underway. As you keep up your nightly ritual, a question may arise. How can I tell this is really working? The answer attuned to subtleties. Listen for quiet signals. Notice sensations and moments you previously brushed aside. When the subconscious reorients your outer life, gently rearranges itself, not through force, but through the magnetic draw of a truth that has been remembered and reseated within you. Consider a few brief accounts from others who have walked this path ahead of you. First, a woman who for years said she never dreamed. For a long time, her nights felt blank, sleep was dark and uneventful. After her 4th consecutive night of bedtime programming, she reported, I woke up startled. I had a dream I was dancing in golden light. I felt joy, pure joy, and I didn't want to wake up. It lingered all day like a scent I couldn't name. This signals the subconscious swinging open its inner door. Dreams function as sacred messengers. When they begin to change, your soul is speaking more freely, and you are able to receive more clearly. Next, a man known for chronic second-guessing. He shared this note, something strange happened. I just started making decisions. I didn't overthink. I didn't ask for 5 opinions. I just knew. I trusted. And the best part, everything worked out. This is more than luck. This is alignment. His subconscious adopted a new blueprint, and he began moving along it without friction. Another participant added, I used to feel like life was gray. Every day was a blur. But now, colors seem brighter. Even my coffee tastes better. I find myself humming again. It's like life turned the volume up. Exactly. This too signifies progress. Spoken word plants seeds of joy that sprout unexpectedly. One moment you realize you're smiling for no obvious reason. That smile is not random. It is evidence. And soon, synchronicities start stringing themselves together. You think of a friend, and a message from them appears. You ask inwardly for calm, and a stranger acts with surprising kindness. You affirm abundance, and a forgotten refund arrives by post. One woman described it this way. I listened to your nighttime affirmations about unexpected income. The next morning, I got a check from an overpaid bill from 5 years ago. I laughed. I knew it was the shift. This is demonstration cause and effect working lawfully. It is not coincidence, but consequence. The spoken word serves as cause, and matching outcomes emerge as its natural effect. Florence Shinn said, "The subconscious is simply power without direction. It is like steam or electricity, and it does what it is directed to do. It has no power of induction. You have been supplying that power with new direction, placing in its hands a liberating script. Consequently, signals appear not only in circumstances, but also in your inner state. Your mood steadies and stabilizes. You take a breath and pause before you react. You speak blessing over what used to trigger you. You extend forgiveness long before any apology is offered. Most sacred of all, you begin to experience true safety within your own being." One listener expressed it with precision. "It wasn't anything dramatic. I just stopped looking outside for proof. I realized, I believed. Finally, I believed in the unseen, and it made all the difference. That quiet moment of belief marks the landing of the shift the foundation poured and set, transforming you into someone steady and unshakable." Let's bring in a guiding metaphor. Picture your subconscious as an expansive sky blanketed in heavy fog. Each nighttime word you speak is a sunbeam piercing that fog. Initially, the fog seems to resist and hold its ground. Yet slowly and surely, light prevails and expands its reach. The light penetrates, warms the atmosphere, and gradually unveils the horizon ahead. You, through your words, become that sunrise. The more consistent your practice becomes, the faster the fog lifts and clears. So if you keep wondering, is this working? Ask a better question. What has already begun to shift in me and around me? Is your breathing deeper and slower? Is your inner chatter growing quieter? Is your self-talk becoming kinder and more supportive? Are you responding thoughtfully instead of reacting reflexively? These markers are not minor. They are genuinely monumental signs of inner change. This reflects your soul returning to its rightful throne within your life. I invite you now to pause, breathe, and reflect. Have you noticed even the beginning of a shift? If only a whisper has come, that whisper is enough to begin. If a small flicker of peace has entered your heart, that flicker is the doorway. Your spoken words carry real shaping power. Your journey is holy work, worthy of reverence. The changes you are feeling are authentic and substantive. Acknowledge it openly and allow yourself to celebrate it. The process of change has already started and is in motion. Imagine this: your entire world could transform based on what you quietly whisper to yourself in the dark. Not by more hustle or frantic striving, not by sheer willpower alone, rather by grace repeated nightly and spoken into receptive silence. This is more than a technique. It's a reformation and renewal of the self at depth. Let's now look toward the horizon, not merely at weekly changes, but at what transforms over months and seasons across the long golden arc of your becoming. Let me share another story to illuminate this long arc. She began as a skeptic. She was formed by logic and facts, and by years of quiet resignation that dulled her hope. Big dreams had been shelved. She no longer asked for miracles. She would say, "Hope is dangerous. I'd rather be numb than disappointed." Yet curiosity lingered, and the line, "Your word is your wand," clung to her mind like a whisper she could not shake. So she decided to try anyway. One night became 3, and 3 became 7. Initially, she felt little, only an odd comfort, as if at last someone was voicing a truth she'd never been told as a child. She continued 21 nights, then 40 nights, and then the deeper shift began. Not with fireworks, but subtly, and unmistakably. She wrote, "I stopped apologizing for taking up space. I started asking for what I wanted without guilt." The practice steeped into her life as tea infuses hot water, gradually coloring everything it touches. Her gait shifted. She moved through spaces differently. She spoke with a changed cadence and confidence. She met her reflection with a new, gentler gaze. She started making choices from wholeness rather than from fear. At the 3-month mark, she said, "I no longer try to manifest love. I've become someone who cannot help but attract it." 6 months on, she exited the job that had drained her calmly and with grounded confidence. She resumed writing after a decade-long hiatus. She stopped chasing success and began embodying joy as her baseline, and joy as ever handled the magnetizing on its own. She became a truer version of herself, not by adding layers, but by stripping away old lies. Lies insisting she was too much. Lies claiming she had to constantly prove her worth. Lies telling her safety must be earned through relentless sacrifice. All of them dissolved under the steady nightly repetition of divine truth spoken aloud. This is the effect of bedtime programming, not a single burst, but a compounding influence that accumulates night after night until it reshapes you. Because you're not merely stacking affirmations, hoping to force abundance, you are doing something deeper and more structural. You are reminding the subconscious of a truth it has always carried, reawakening what was dormant rather than inventing something new. You are revising the internal script, the pre-written cues that governs each outward choice and pattern. And with consistent practice, your sense of who you are steadily shifts and matures. You cease to be the person ruled by doubt. You are no longer the one who pleads with the universe from lack. You become the individual who moves through life with a quiet, rightful sense of divine authority. You are the one who speaks peace as a command and finds it present. You are the one who expects goodness and watches it flow naturally. As identity transforms your energetic field tone and presence transform alongside it. As your energy changes, your decisions recalibrate to match the new frequency. And as those decisions evolve, your outer life reorganizes itself in alignment with your renewed self. One listener captured it this way: "I didn't realize it was working until I looked back 3 months later and realized I no longer tolerated chaos. I didn't even have to fight it. I just wasn't a match for it anymore." Exactly that is what genuine transformation often looks like from the inside. Not strained effort, but an air of inevitability, as if the outcome cannot help but appear. For when the soil is enriched, blossoms emerge of their own accord without tugging or force. Florence said, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs." Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. So ask yourself, what signal are you sending out at this very moment? Which seeds have you been placing into your nightly stillness that are now coming back to you with exactness? Here are the markers you may start to notice arising in daily life. Your self-talk grows noble and elevated. Even amid challenge, your inner voice replies with the regal steadiness of a queen or king. Your emotional recovery time shortens. You stop spiraling and instead witness release and return to center swiftly. Your posture subtly shifts. Your body bears itself like someone who knows deep down they are upheld and supported. Your environment rearranges. Some people rise to meet your new frequency, while others drift away without conflict. You stop trying to attract and instead become a natural channel, a conduit through which good effortlessly flows. This is not stage magic or fantasy. This is lawful cause and effect playing out in consciousness. It is the law of substitution, the law of growth, and the law of expectancy operating together. And you, by your practice, become the living demonstration of those laws at work. You are not fixing yourself as if you were broken. You are remembering what has always been true about you. You are not becoming a stranger to yourself. You are becoming someone true, the truest version of yourself. So take this as a gentle nudge to keep going with steady devotion. Even when changes feel subtle or progress seems slow, stay with it. Each night's practice compounds upon the last like interest. Each night chips away at old untruths that once felt permanent. Every night waters the deep roots of the new world you're cultivating. Do you recognize your own reflection in this unfolding story? If even a single line resonates, know this with assurance: you are on the path. You are in process. You are becoming who you were born to be. Stay connected to this current. Remain close to the supportive energy. Allow these words to keep washing over your subconscious until truth speaks louder than any internal or external noise. This is not a one-off breakthrough. It is a lifelong remembrance, a continual return to what is real. You are not late and you have not fallen behind. You are precisely on schedule in divine timing. And everything, yes, everything is quietly being made new in the right season. There are seasons when even the stars feel impossibly distant. When the body carries aches that no one else can see. When the mind spins narratives steeped in fear and uncertainty. When the heart feels as though it has misplaced its trust and cannot find it again. And precisely here, at this tender point, your practice serves as a lifeline you can hold. Not because you push yourself to be perpetually high vibe, not because you pretend that everything is fine when it isn't, but because you keep returning to a gentle truth again and again. Even in this, I am held. The beauty of this work is not chiefly in elevating you when you're already soaring. It is in softening and supporting you while you are falling. Consider the story of someone who practiced this work while moving through profound grief. Her partner died suddenly. The world fell silent, colors dimmed. She wrote, "I couldn't listen to anything for days, not even music, but something told me just press play. Just let the words in." The first night, she did not repeat a single affirmation. She did not believe the statement she heard. She simply lay in bed and allowed the voice to speak over her like a gentle rain. She described it as feeling like a hand holding hers when she had no words. A quiet warmth wrapped around her word by word like a blanket. She listened the next night and the next, returning to the practice faithfully. By night 5, she found herself whispering one line in response: "Divine love now dissolves all fear." That single phrase cracked something open inside her. Tears emerged, memories surfaced, presence returned. The grief wasn't erased, it was witnessed and in a way lovingly held. This practice is not a tool for bypassing your pain. It is about infusing the pain with light drop by drop until the shadows gradually soften. Because the subconscious does not respond solely to displays of strength. It responds to steady consistency, to compassion, and to grace offered repeatedly. So if you are in a heavy chapter right now, you are not doing the practice incorrectly. If tears fall while you listen or speak, you are doing it perfectly well. If the best you can do is press play and breathe that itself is a sacred form of faith in action. Some of the most profound rewiring occurs when the conscious mind is too tired to put up resistance. That is the quiet paradox at the heart of this work. When you feel you have nothing left, the words themselves carry the labor for you. They become a lullaby, a medicine, a safety net, catching you gently. One listener shared this testimony. I was in the middle of a breakup. I felt broken, but every night I let the affirmations play. I didn't say them out loud. I couldn't. But one night I woke up at 3 a.m. with a calm I couldn't explain. It felt like I was being reassembled in my sleep. Yes, this is the power of the word spoken faithfully over time. It does not demand that you perform or pretend. It asks only that you receive and allow. In difficult seasons, your job is not to force yourself into high vibration. Your job is to make yourself available to truth's soft arrival. Even if the only truth you can manage is a single whispered line into the dark. Below are compassionate adjustments you can make to this practice during heavier seasons of life. Select statements that center comfort and simple presence. For example, I am safe. I am held. I am loved by life itself. Turn the volume down and allow the phrases to drift over you softly, like ambient light in a quiet room. Choose a single line and stay with it. Let it reverberate through your being, because simplicity here is sacred and sufficient. Incorporate gentle touch. Rest a hand on your heart or belly, so the words have a bodily anchor and a physical home. Do not push yourself to believe. Allow belief to gather on its own timetable, the way morning mist quietly lifts from the ground. And most importantly, recline into the knowing that you are not facing any of this in isolation. Each night, thousands of others are also listening, breathing with intention and gently reprogramming themselves. You belong to something larger than yourself, a chorus, a swelling wave, a collective rising. Our healing is unfolding together, shared, resonant, and mutual. Therefore, if you discover you are walking through a valley, do not abandon the practice. Soften and lighten the practice to meet you where you are. Let the ritual itself hold and carry you for a while. Allow it to mother you gently, warmly, without demand. Let it keep reminding you that even here, even now, you remain whole. Florence said, God is never too late. Nothing stands between man and his highest good but doubt and fear. When man casts out doubt, doors fly open and channels are clear and the light shines in. Treat this ritual as your reliable flashlight when the path feels dark and uncertain. Keep that light in your hand. Do not put it down. And when readiness returns, when your breath grows deeper and the ember of hope begins to glow, you will rise from where you are, not by denying pain's existence, but by traveling through it with tenderness and patience. Indeed, even because of it, pain becomes part of the passageway. Therefore, if today feels weighted or your tears sit nearer than your thoughts, anchor your intention publicly by writing, I choose hope. We will hold compassionate space together, shoulder to shoulder. Allow the community to encircle you with steady encouragement. Let the spoken word do some of the lifting you cannot do alone. Let the nightly practice carry you gently forward until you remember again that you are never at any point alone. There is a hidden force moving through the universe, subtle yet immense, quietly magnetic and profoundly influential. Whatever this force encounters, it increases and amplifies, multiplying its presence and effects. It transforms small private whispers into full songs that others can hear and join. And its ignition point is one simple decision, voicing your gratitude out loud, giving thanks with your actual voice. Understand, with each word of thanks, spoken each proclamation of your transformation, each declaration that I see the good, you set off a wave, a widening ripple through your inner and outer worlds. And that wave does not remain tiny. It grows, traveling farther than you might imagine. It expands, outward echoes back, and begins to harmonize disparate hearts into shared resonance. It attracts others into its field, fine-tunes their hearts toward hope, and amplifies the conditions where miracles can flourish. Florence Scovel. Shinn taught that words function not merely as spells, but as living currents. They move energy from one state to another, alter outcomes, and quite literally give shape to worlds. And when these words are spoken publicly in the presence of community, their power becomes exponential, multiplying beyond the individual. Allow me to illustrate how this works in practice. Picture 2. Tuning forks, you strike one, while the other remains untouched, yet within moments the second begins to vibrate sympathetically, stirred into motion without direct contact. That phenomenon is resonance frequency passing from one source to another through the air. Now imagine the following simple act. You post a comment that reads, "I am grateful for the peace I felt today." Someone alone at midnight scrolling while filled with doubt stumbles upon your line, and precisely then something moves inside them. A remembered moment of peace surfaces. A small flame of hope flickers back to life. They respond by writing, "I needed that. Thank you. I'm choosing peace too." Now, like twin tuning forks, two hearts are vibrating in the same restorative tone. Two inner worlds have aligned themselves with the same truthful frequency. And soon, the harmony spreads. 3, 4, then dozens, and eventually hundreds join the resonance, until the invisible energetic field generated by these shared words begins to subtly but tangibly change the atmosphere around everyone. That precisely is the unique power of voiced public gratitude. That is the potency born of intention that is consciously shared among many. One participant testified in these words, "I almost gave up on myself, but I read a comment that simply said, 'My life is changing, and I'm so thankful.' And something in me said, 'What if mine could too?' Yes, what if? What if your real, uncomplicated story is exactly the seed another person needs in order to grow? What if your small public comment becomes the very bridge someone walks across into a breakthrough? There is something sacred in this ripple effect, the holiness of shared uplift. And now, as this community of night practitioners, energy sculptors, and returning souls grows, you are part of a collective field, a field of vibration crafted not from noise or chaos, but from clear, clean, deliberate gratitude. That is why group meditations often feel charged, almost electric in their effect. Why circles of prayer so often deliver palpable peace to those present. Why intentions voiced in a group context appear to manifest with accelerated timing. Because when multiple hearts line up with truth, that truth travels faster and more powerfully through the world. Therefore, let's refrain from concealing our inner light or keeping our gratitude a private secret. Let us voice the good we perceive out loud, allowing it to be heard beyond our own walls. Even when the gratitude feels small, single, or simple. Even if what you share is tender and vulnerable at the edges. Even if the good is not complete, still in process, still becoming what it will be. Say the words and share them openly. Let them be witnessed. Add your voice to the communal hum so the chorus grows stronger. Below are example phrases that tend to generate strong, helpful ripples. I am grateful for one peaceful breath today. Something shifted in me last night. I can feel it. I trust in divine timing, and I am thankful even now. I am seeing the fruits of my affirmation slowly, surely. I'm not there yet, but I see the path. Thank you. No expression of gratitude is ever too small to matter. No truth is too early to voice. There is no need to wait for perfection. When you share publicly, your own capacity for good expands within you. When you speak aloud, you extend an invitation for others to rise with you. And when many do this together, the momentum becomes almost unstoppable. Allow me to offer one last story to anchor this. A woman endured a harsh financial winter. On the surface, everything looked barren and unpromising. Yet nightly, she would listen to the practice and then post a simple line beneath it, "Still here, still grateful." Soon, people replied, encouraging her, recounting their own small miracles, standing beside her in words. 3 months later, she returned to the thread and wrote with joy, "You held me through a season I didn't think I'd survive. Today, I paid off my debt. Today, I laughed without fear. Thank you for being the echo when I had no song." This is what the ripple truly looks like when it returns to shore. This is the real reward, shared strength, and collective relief. This is the quiet revolution that public gratitude sets in motion. Therefore, beloved listener, recognize that you are participating in something sacred and worthy of reverence. And you do not need to wait for circumstances to become perfect before you share. You only need to offer your simple living truth as you have it now. Let this commitment be the declaration you carry forward. Let this statement become the ripple you send into the world. Invite others to join you in this nighttime ritual of gratitude and intention. Let each expressed gratitude become a seed planted in receptive soil. And then watch patiently and with wonder as those seeds grow into the shape of miracles. And so here we stand together at this point in the journey. This is not a conclusion. Rather, it is the opening chapter of your sovereignty, of you stepping into rulership over your inner world. You have moved steadily through the night season, step by careful step, without turning back. You have exercised your authority by speaking the word, clear intentional declarations shaped by truth. You have crossed the threshold into the sacred temple of your mind, and with reverence claimed rightful dominion over its halls and altars. Now pause, draw in a slow breath, and let the body register this shift. Attend to the subtle internal reorientation already present within your nervous system and heart. The stillness you sense is not a void, it is a spacious fullness waiting to speak. That inner quiet is actually concentrated power, ordered, poised, and immediately available. What you are sensing is you remembering yourself, recalling who you truly are beneath noise and habit. You are no longer the same person who first set foot upon this path. Something essential has been refined and elevated. You have moved beyond merely seeking beyond the stance of perpetual searching. You have become the speaker, the one who articulates and thereby initiates creation. You have ceased to operate as a beggar, petitioning fate or circumstance. You now stand as a builder who constructs reality with care, using the blueprints of your word. You are not the one who waits passively for omens and signals to appear. You have become the one who issues the command, clear, measured, and aligned, and then proceeds. For now, you possess the living knowledge that your word functions as your wand, your instrument of directed power. Allow that realization to reverberate throughout your awareness until it settles deeply. Now voice the truth aloud with me so it anchors fully. My word is my wand. Repeat it once more slowly from deeper in the chest so the body learns it by heart. My word is my wand. You do not require external authorization or validation to use this authority. You do not need preliminary proof before you speak. The speaking is itself the creative act. The only prerequisite is the courage to open your mouth and speak with sincerity and alignment. For when you speak from genuine alignment, the universe attends closely and responds in kind. And when your voice carries conviction, events and possibilities reorganize themselves around your decree. Florence Shinn did not commend passivity or resignation as a spiritual stance. She emphasized precision clean statements with exact intention. She taught the ethical and creative use of power sourced from spiritual law. She taught the divine principle that man's word is his wand, filled with magic and power. And now that wand, your living word, rests in your own capable hands. Therefore, let us make a fresh declaration together, clear and wholehearted. You are doing more than reciting pleasant lines or motivational phrases. You are engaged in the casting of reality-setting causes that must bring forth effects. You are stating spiritual law in operative terms, giving it a path to manifest. You are summoning alignment between thought, feeling, word, and deed. You are not standing on hope alone anymore. You are the declarer who says with authority, "It is done." Allow me to guide your memory back to the journey's starting line for a moment of contrast, to that first night when doubt perched like a shadow at your shoulder, when the silence felt weighty and crowded with second-guessing, when the affirmations sounded unfamiliar on your tongue and in your ears. And now, by contrast, you rise from nightly rest, clothed in sovereignty and steadiness. You select your thoughts as carefully as one would choose precious stones, deliberately and with discernment. You articulate your reality from a posture of love rather than from fear's urgency. You navigate the day as a vessel through which divine intention flows into action. This is not a trivial shift, and certainly not an act of pretense or make-believe. That is the essence of creation, conscious, aligned, and embodied. With each breath you take, you are practicing and refining this creative art. Let me offer a truth worthy of engraving upon your heart as a lasting guide. There exists no power greater in the universe than an individual who truly knows who they are and lives from that knowing. And now, at last, you truly know and recognize this within yourself. You are not a weak or diminished being. Your strength is intact and present. You are not fractured or ruined. Nothing essential in you is beyond repair. You are not adrift or unreachable. Your path and center remain within you. You stand complete and integrated whole at the level that matters most. You are prepared, resourced, and fully ready for what comes next. You carry royal dignity, nobility in your bearing, birthright in your soul. Therefore, from this moment onward, walk as one who remembers their lineage and innate authority. Let your speech carry the cadence of command, calm, precise, and assured. Make choices like someone who trusts their guidance and the ground beneath their feet. Extend forgiveness the way a victor does, freely, without scorekeeping or delay. Love with the depth of one rooted in the infinite, expansive, steady, and inexhaustible. Night is no longer a realm of fear for you. It has become a sanctuary, a quiet workshop, a womb where new creation is conceived. Each night, as your head meets the pillow, whisper gently to anchor your intent, "My word is my wand. I speak the life I desire, and so it is." Allow your dreams to function as prophecies, whispers of what is being formed. Let your silent moments become seeds, tiny kernels of intention that germinate in the dark. Permit your soul's wisdom to take the lead and chart your steps. You are no longer a watcher on the sidelines waiting for change to arrive. You yourself are the living transformation, its embodiment and evidence. And now, I invite you to proclaim it openly and without hesitation. Speak so the universe hears you clearly and unequivocally. Let your subconscious rise and align itself to match your declaration. Comment below. My word is my wand. I am becoming who I was born to be. Not on some distant day, not merely soon in vague terms, but now immediately in this very moment. You are the spoken word, embodied meaning made tangible in a living form. You are divinity expressed in human form, sacredness given shape. You are both the dreamer and the dream itself, the source and the unfolding. And I bow in respect to the truth of who you are becoming. Keep tending the practice faithfully, night after night. Continue articulating your declarations, clear, loving, and consistent. Continue the sacred process of becoming, step by step, breath by breath. The world genuinely needs your frequency, your steady note in the human chorus. The universe rejoices as you remember and reclaim your true identity. And I am honored deeply to accompany you along this path and witness your unfolding. It is completed. It is sealed in faith. It stands as so established and affirmed.